Welcome back, everyone, to Sonic Mania. I am Drunken Dan still, and we are almost done this game. Like, we are really close to the end. Fuck you. Also, this stage, which is a mix of Scrap Brain and then one of the stages from Sonic CD, son of a bitch. And I have to say, this... Fuck you. This stage has my favorite song in the game. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be stuck on this all day, just watch. Aha! I made it! You know what? I still want that shield. I'm a platforming god. As long as you... Why do I talk? Every time I say something like, yeah, I'm good, I then get fucking punched in the face. And again, that's how it feels in real life, too. Not even just video games. But yeah, this is my favorite song. It's so jazzy. I love it. It's Scrap Brain, which was actually probably one of my favorite final stages, and another one from CD. But it also has a new little gimmick with this. I'm going to the foreground too, Tails. I'm coming. Actually, I'm kind of curious what would happen if I left Tails over there. What am I doing? Okay, I think I gotta gain momentum and then... Yeah, there we go. I should have put on my glasses before I started playing the stage. Kick! Oh, you know what? Fine. You win. I won't go up that way. Oh, fuck! Forgot about that. Yeah, they brought back that enemy from Sonic 1. They brought back a lot of things. They made a lot of new enemies, too. This is honestly how you do, like, an homage to the classics. Like, it's got a lot of old... It's got a lot of old. Let's be real. There's a lot of old concepts and ideas and things from this game. But there's also a lot of new. They balanced it pretty well, I think. I do feel like I wish there was more new stages. This one I kind of half count because it's definitely a mixture of Scrap Brain and one of the stages from CD. But it's also because of the whole like this gimmick, it makes it kind of feel like its own thing. I think they had something like this in Sonic CD. I know they had a shrinking mechanic in Sonic CD for one of the stages, which they do have in this game. That'll come into play next level. Oh, I tried to hit Supersonic quick enough, but I didn't. Oh well. It's okay, I'm playing a very good game. With good hit detection, unlike Crash Bandicoot, which has bad hit detection. I really noticed it, the hit detection problems recently. So, like, you guys probably saw the video I put out with the death reel. I really started to notice how bad the hit detection is in that game. Not for... There's a little bit for it with the platforms. But I really started to notice it when I was watching in post while I was editing the death reel. Like, I really started to notice that there's some real hit detection problems in that game. Which, I'm not gonna say that makes me hate it, but it's... Because I do still like it. Like, I'm not gonna... That doesn't change my opinion on liking the game. But it does, you know, show me how fucking flawed that game really is. And, I feel like it could use a patch that fixes that. Oh. Supersonic is useless here. I should have just... Okay, well I can just walk into him and these won't hurt me, so I can just kind of stand still. I miss his blue eyes though, he's black eyes here.
This game is terrible. Sonic doesn't have the right eye color. The color is not right. This game's bad. If Sonic doesn't have the right colors, it's bad. Sonic games have to have the right colors or it's bad.
I was gonna say, well I can't be like Sonic Colors, but that would be insulting Sonic Colors. I actually really like Sonic Colors. Oh shit. Ah, didn't get to him in time. I wasn't paying attention to which ones were all coming down to put myself in between them. I can't believe you used the same one twice, you dumbass. It ain't over yet, though, Snake. Because this is Sonic Mania. You think they're gonna not remix the boss? You fool. Of course they're going to. Why are you in there again? I was a little too fast. Downside. I'm not invincible for that point where I can just stand still like a goober. Upside. I have better control of myself. How you kill Super Sonic is you crush him. Okay, let me just go under here. Yep. Go here. Alright, so he's gonna be... But, this was never one of my favorite boss fights in the Sonic series. I still think it's funny this was a final boss. Like, think about it. This was a final boss. It's pretty anticlimactic for a final boss. If I had to... Oh, I should have put myself in between again. I did it again. For a final boss, this is pretty weak sauce when you think about it. Okay, which two are... Okay, it's gonna be over here then. Okay, good. Okay, now we go to pissy boss mode, as I like to call it. Alright, that one's coming down, that one's coming down. He's gonna be in this one. Okay, no. No. Okay, so I think it's always the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's always the fourth one. 2, 3, 4. Yep. I figured out the pattern. In video. That's a rarity. Me figuring things out. Oh, that's not the end of the stage. It's actually just the mid-boss. Oh, I should have saved that for... Oh, well. At least I get more points. Yeah, I am so happy with this game. I know I say that all the time, but... It's tops for this... It's definitely in the top 5, I think, for my favorite game this year. I know I probably shouldn't say that because my list's not out yet. But, it could change, let's be fair. Like, I could change my mind and something else could, like 5 other games could come out that just, or like, you know, a couple other games just come out, and I shouldn't say 5 because it's not number 1, I'll say that much. I won't tell you number 1, though if you think about it, you can probably figure out what my number 1 is. It's been my number 1 ever since it came out, just nothing's really hit me as hard as, in a good way, as it did. And that's not, again, a jib at the other games. I have a strong personal attachment to it for a couple of reasons that I'm going to keep to myself until the video. I'm also thinking about when I do this top list of doing a little thing where part of my gimmick would be, other than obviously talking about how good the games are, I thought about doing something a little different than most people do, so I'm going to obviously do like a honorable mentions. They'll probably just get like a passing mention, maybe like a short little like thing saying this game is good. Unless it's like a super controversial pick that didn't make the top. Though I don't know if that'll happen. That really determines where Cuphead lands. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like gonna gripe on Cuphead like I did, whatchamajig, when I griped at Shovel Knight. Though I do like Shovel Knight and I've softened up on it more. I feel like I'm not gonna do the same thing with Cuphead. I feel like it's definitely up there. I'm not sure where I'd put it right now. I will say this about Cuphead, though. Cuphead has so, like, I definitely have a thing for, like, the 36-bit, or 32, 36, 32, not 36. I'm stupid. Leave me alone. Like, I love 16-bit visuals and, like, this, like, 32-bit style. But, if I'm gonna think about it in terms of, like, just, like, how well something's animated, like, in terms of just, like, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. So, like, I wonder what small Supersonic looks like. But, if I'm gonna talk about, like, just how well, like, how pretty something looks in terms of its animation, I would have to say Cuphead is definitely up there. Like, some of my favorite in terms of sprite animation, like, if we're gonna move out of, like, the, oh my god, it's just literally, I mean, what did I expect, but it's just funny. But, if I had to pick some of my favorites just off the top of my head in terms of just, animation that isn't, like, 16-bit, 32-bit, you know, just pretty animation, I'd say probably some of the best are, let me collect my thoughts a bit. So, King of Fighters 13 has some of the best sprite work I've ever seen. I love the animation in that game. I honestly wish, like, as much as I'm fine with the 3D models, I should have taken away my Supersonic. Whenever there's pit stuff, I need to just take away Supersonic because I'm going to kill myself. He's just a little too slippery. But, But yeah, so in terms of my favorite, I would say... So King of Fighters 13, I like I'm fine with King of Fighters 14's going 3D, and I understand why. It's easier to work with. I think it's probably cheaper to work with too. And you know, I understand. I completely understand why they would decide to do that. And you know, after they touched it up with the lighting, because I knew the models were okay. It was really the lighting was the problem. It's not like Marvel vs. Capcom's problem where it's not the lighting is the issue. It's not a shader that's the issue. The issue with that game is very simple. Oh god. The issue with that game is the models are just bad. Like, it does not have good modeling. And they were really lazy about it, only really fixing the ones that people complained about immediately, which were like Chun-Li, let's see, Chun-Li, Dante, and Chris. They still don't look that great. But like the worst ones are the ones that like they revealed later that didn't really get talked about, which is because, you know, people weren't really talking about them. But so that kind of tells you that like they only really fixed those because people bitched. I feel like they knew that they weren't very good looking. We're just gonna break that. But and other, like, real quick before the stage ends, other ones, Skullgirls is probably one of the best looking sprite games I have ever seen. It is such a pretty game. Goodbye, Robotnik. Skullgirls Dust and Elysium Taylor is really good. That's another game I would love to let's play sometime. Blaze Blue is nice, nicely sprite animated. It's just, you know, I have other things with that. Not the issues with the game, just business stuff that Arc System was doing at the time. They're better now. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed Sonic Mania. I'll see you next time.